GKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Juice, you ready?
Oh, I'm done.
But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
Truth Nation, all the juicy jammers out there, what is poppin'? You are now sipping on Jammin with Juice. Okay, I am your girl Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy, and our boy Ben Jammin. It's amazing. He is on assignment today, but I have the pleasure to be joined by the one and the only J Money J Problems. We got J Dub in the building.
You know, J Smith, what the people call me, Double J.
Exactly.
You know.
I'm trying to call him J Dub.
No, I'm cool with it. I told you, it's cool. J Dub is cool.
Shout out to DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. And we are live from the American Family Insurance Studios at the Avenue, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day.
It's Wednesday, man. People be down on Wednesdays. I love Wednesdays.
You love Wednesdays?
I love Wednesdays just as much as I love Mondays.
Ooh, you a special one if you love it on Monday.
Monday my favorite day. That's the number one day.
That's how I know you're going to be successful in life, Jason.
Oh, Monday's
the
the
fact
best.
that you love a Monday.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I like a Thursday, Friday.
Because it's the weekend, late into the weekend,
you know,
weekend eve.
yes.
I like to start off on a good note.
That's good. Because you probably write down everything, get everything done.
Oh,
or
man.
not everything done, but you write it down to make sure that you have your week planned out and you're all good. See, you don't seem like you got ADHD.
But people be telling me I got ADHD.
Really?
People tell me I got ADHD all the time.
Why?
I mean, I think because, like, one, I be dropping stuff and just little
You
stuff.
drop
They be
stuff?
saying I drop stuff a lot, and they be saying
you
that's a
clumsy?
part of the ADHD. And something I figured out because I was scrolling on Instagram one day, and this dude was explaining ADHD and how if somebody say something to him, he start getting all these other thoughts that connected to the original thought.
Yeah.
So, like, I could say something about a cow. Now you start thinking, man, what is a cow? Where did the cow come from?
Yeah.
Why do we?
I do that too.
so
I do that all
much,
the time.
But I do that with everything to the point where it's like, okay, I need to shut my brain off.
Yeah, me too. Maybe you do. I don't know.
That's what I was saying.
I'm diagnosing everybody with ADHD at this point because
I'm not diagnosed, though.
I mean, I'm diagnosing you. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a doctor. I don't.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Hey, listen, I don't want to put that on. I'm not going to put that on my good brethren here. And it's all fun and games. I understand people really do suffer from ADHD, so I'm not making fun of it in any type of way because I personally feel like I'm an Amanda Seals, okay? Mm-hmm. She was not clinically diagnosed.
She capped because she lied to Shannon and talked about she was diagnosed and afterwards she did it.
Did she say she had an actual exam?
She insinuated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She never straight up said, hey, I was clinically diagnosed with it.
I think every successful person got ADHD. I ain't gonna lie. I think every hyper successful person got ADHD.
I didn't know Michael Jordan had it.
Yeah.
Simone Biles.
the zone, when you get in your mode.
Yeah.
Bro. That's why, like, even Kobe, like, I feel like Kobe even had it, because once you get into that mode, your ADHD kick in, and now that's all you focused on. Like, that's what you're doing. So,
man, I don't know. I'm trying to get my life together, y'all, because I'm not saying that I have it, but I'm trying to tell you, a lot of these memes, a lot of these symptoms, a lot of these.
You go to Google. I go to Google. I start reading the symptoms.
I relate a little bit too much.
Like,
I relate a little bit too much, but it's all good because you can still be successful. And that's good to know that there's people out there who are successful with different, I don't want to call it a disability, but just different ailments, you know, that they can still be successful and do their thing. And I'm trying to figure out how to do my thing, similar to how the Bucks are doing their thing tonight. Because it is the home opener. Well, not the home opener. What did you call it? The season opener, I guess?
We're going to be in Philly.
We're going to be in Philly. It's the season opener for the Bucks. And I'm excited for them. Shout out to them. And also, just putting this out there right now, I don't know if you guys know, but this Friday, you guys, we are going to be live from Steinhoffel's from 12 to 1 p.m. giving away a $100 Bucks gift card. But you have to answer the trivia question correctly. Yesterday, we gave the first clue. Today, we're going to give the next clue. Tomorrow, we're going to give the last clue. So you got to be listening all week long so you can have the answer when we do the trivia question on Friday, so you guys can win the $100 Bucks card courtesy of Steinhoffel's. Okay, we're getting ready for the Bucks season with new furniture and the gift cards. So excited for that one. Just wanted to put that out there. So make sure y'all are tapped in all freaking hour long, because we're going to give that clue at some point during the show.
Clue. Come on.
But speaking of the NBA.
Ooh, let's talk about it.
And the fact that the season is here. The season has begun. Yesterday, there were a couple games that kicked off. I saw the Celtics. They played, don't tell me. I know they played Anthony Edwards. Who's he on? Don't tell me. Minnesota.
No.
He's not on Minnesota?
Well, he is on Minnesota, but the Celtics played the Knicks.
Dang it! Lakers played.
The Lakers played
the Minnesota, but they played the Celtics played the Knicks, and that was it was a okay game. I felt like, so apparently they were trying to break the 3-point record,
and they crashed for not being able to, though.
Did not.
They had 29. So the record, the Bucks actually have the record.
Yeah,
with
they
29 threes against Miami. 29 threes in the game. They had 29 threes in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yep.
You had majority of the fourth quarter left, and they had such a comfortable lead. They was up by like 30.
They were
so
up
they
by
were just chunking it up, and they was bricking and airballing every
And you heard
shot.
the audience. They would be like, oh. They did it at least 7 times.
That's
they
a little
tried.
disrespectful to the Knicks, though.
Why?
Are you kidding me? I would feel horrible if I was the Knicks. These dudes is out here treating us like we nothing. They out here just trying to break a record, throwing up shots, not even caring.
I mean,
it's a game within the game against us.
Right. I get it's not like a preseason game or
This
just
a
like
real game.
a fan game. You know, it's a real game. It's the first game, and y'all literally over here just playing around. That's what
like,
you're trying to
you
say?
remember the water bottle flip thing when you would try to flip it and have it stand up?
Yeah.
One time the Cavs, when LeBron was on the Cavs, they was doing that against the Celtics at the end of the game. Do you understand?
Okay, that is disrespectful.
The disrespect with that?
That is disrespectful.
Come on, bro.
But while the Celtics was over here playing around, I did see the Knicks. They was throwing a couple shots. Shout out to Tyler Kolek.
Yeah.
He had hit a 3. I saw him hit a 3 at some point when he had came in during the fourth quarter when they was just putting in, you know, the people who don't play a lot. He's a Marquette alum. That's why I'm shouting that out.
I'm already knowing.
But they was, I don't want to say they was going to make a comeback, but I'm just saying that they was trying to keep up.
They was
while the Celtics over here trying to hit threes and couldn't, which is like, that's pathetic. Y'all had so many opportunities, so many chances. You didn't get to do it. Says a lot about their bench. But hey, it is what it is.
I hate the Celtics, so yeah.
It is what it is.
We can kill the Celtics.
But the next game after that, do you know who won that game?
The
versus
real game.
the Lakers?
Do I know who won the game?
Because I know you watched it.
I watched every single second of the game. The beginning of I watched the pre-show, the whole game, the post-show. The Lakers won that game.
Oh, they did win it.
Yes, we won that game. Are you kidding me? That was light.
That was a very historic game for the Lakers because it was the very first time, I believe, that a son and a father were able to play at the same time in the NBA. So shout out. And y'all know, I don't know if y'all know this, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan.
I'm the biggest LeBron fan.
I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. I'm going to be very honest with you. But I'm going to give respect where respect is due. The James family, I'm just going to say the entire James family is iconic, okay? Yes. The fact that they were able to make history in so many ways, the fact that they are a loving, or what seems to be a loving black family, the fact that LeBron was able to get his son to be able to be in the NBA and play with him, that is historic. I love that for us. I love that we're black. I love all of that.
Black royalty.
Don't get me wrong.
Whoa, where is this going?
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate and respect LeBron for that. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, okay? I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I respect his grind. I respect his hustle. Now, when it comes to him and his son playing together, let me ask you this question, Jason, because I know you love him, you love them, you love it all, right?
I love it all.
How many did Bronny play well yesterday? I didn't watch the game. Did Bronny play well?
Bronny, he played 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
Okay, and
he missed,
how did that go?
He missed a couple shots. He missed a tip up, like a tip back to try to make it in the basket.
Okay.
And he missed a three.
Okay.
And, you know.
Okay. Now, in your honest opinion, do you feel like Bronny was ready for the NBA right now?
Yes.
Can you explain why?
Because why wouldn't he be ready for the NBA? Like,
you're getting worked up.
I'm just saying.
You're getting worked up.
No, because I have to defend this take so much to people.
Please help me understand.
Because, bro,
please.
We have to understand, one, Bronny was a second-round draft pick. This was not a first-round draft pick. Nobody can name nobody else that was drafted in the second round because nobody typically cares about people who were drafted in the second round because those are not guaranteed contracts.
Right.
Only the first round are guaranteed contracts.
Exactly.
Any second-round pick is a flyer. That's a risk. And not only was he a second-round pick, he was the 55th pick out of a 60-pick draft.
Okay, and you're saying this to say what?
Saying we are putting too high expectations. Yes, he's ready for the NBA. He was All-American in high school. He did go to college, and he played a little bit in college. But the main point is if NBA players like Paul George, like Draymond Green, like Drew Holiday, and like LeBron, if these NBA players are coming out saying, yes, we feel like he's NBA ready, because he can hold defense on the NBA level, he probably won't be a superstar, but he has the intangibles of an NBA superstar, of an NBA player. Okay. He has the mindset of an NBA player, obviously being around it. He has the work ethic of an NBA player. So that's what he's an NBA player. He's 6'2". He got the height to be a point guard.
So he has the skills. You're saying he has the skills in order to be an NBA player.
Especially the intangibles, because that's really what matters most. So I think that, of course, development, I believe he should, after yesterday, he should have came out open tonight, make the history, and now go to the G League for the rest of the season. Okay. And develop.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yes.
There are some people who are just because they like LeBron. Yeah. And I just feel like they like him so much that they want to stick up for Bronny so bad. I'm not talking about you. No, but I'm saying they'll literally say no, he is good. He deserves to play. He deserves to this. Me personally, I think it just needs a little bit more development. I understand why they had Bronny coming out before the fourth quarter. They had him out there during an important part to the game.
Yeah, I mean, we was up by 20. He came out
and to me, I feel like they wouldn't do that for a regular rookie. I'm just gonna say that.
Not a second round rookie.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that for a second round rookie. So the nepotism is there a little bit.
Without question.
The nepotism is there.
It's there.
It is there.
That's not a problem to me, though.
It's there. It's
for
there.
People, that's a problem.
The nepotism is there.
I love nepotism in the black community. I love it.
I like nepotism in the black community when you are capable of doing the job well.
I think he's capable.
Well, if he's capable, and I haven't looked at his stats, so this is not me saying I don't think
don't look at
like
the stats. No, don't look at the stats.
Oh, why? The stats is bad?
You don't look at the stats.
What's going on?
You more so just want to watch him play, and then you can see, because he got good defense no matter what nobody says.
So he's a good defender.
He's not going to be a superstar, bro. He's not going to be LeBron.
Right.
He's not going to be a top star at all. He's going to be think of a Patrick Beverly. Something like that.
I like Pat Bev.
You feel what I'm saying?
He's aggressive. He's crazy in the best ways.
Yes, whole defense. He out there. He can do the hard work. You know what I'm saying? Diving for the loose balls and doing all that. That's more so Bronny. He's not this one. He's not going to come in averaging no 25 points.
Okay, I like that you're realistic with it. You're saying, okay, he went out there. He made his history. First time ever played in the game with your dad. That's great. Go to the G League and get those skills
and develop, because he barely played in college because of the heart condition.
Exactly. So he still needs to develop, and I can agree with that. I just don't want people thinking like this brother is gonna come out here like playing a lot of minutes every single game, and he's gonna just be the biggest star in the world right now. I think he could develop.
He will.
You know, he could definitely develop into it.
But I mean, the U.S. in the U.S. sports book, they have him most likely to win. Like, most people are betting for him to win Rookie of the Year. Most people are putting their money. Yes, most people are putting their money on Bronny James for some reason. And that's crazy. Nepotism. And that's crazy. That's insane.
Because he is LeBron's son.
But I don't care. I love it. Would you do that? Say you was in the WNBA.
Yeah, if I was in the WNBA
to play with your daughter.
And I had the opportunity to play with my daughter.
You can make that happen.
If my daughter honestly and truly wanted to do that,
that's what she wanted.
She was ready to do that. If I felt like, okay, you're actually ready to do this, because I don't want you to face backlash for this whole nepotism thing. I want you to actually have a lot of skill, and it makes sense for you to be in the WNBA with me. If that is not the case, then I don't know if I would. I don't know. I would like to make the history. Don't get me wrong. But I don't feel like it means a lot if we're making the history, but you didn't deserve it. And that's not me saying Bronny does not deserve it. That's just me saying, if I was in that situation and like I had a daughter and I felt like maybe she's not ready, or I don't want to be selfish to be like, well, I want you in the league because I've always wanted this.
And that's what people saying Bron is doing.
I mean,
but you said something key. You said if you felt like she was ready. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not if everybody else feel like she ready. It don't matter if everybody else think they ready or not. If LeBron is looking at Bronny, LeBron, the greatest basketball player that ever played a game of basketball, the smartest basketball player ever, is looking at this kid and saying, you're ready to play in the NBA, who are we to go against LeBron when it comes to basketball? That's all I'm saying.
I think LeBron's gonna do. I think LeBron wanted this really bad, so I think he was gonna force it regardless.
He didn't grow up with a dad. You got to understand, like, bro, this is firstborn,
and it's history. Like, it's Black history. You know, like, this was a very important thing. I just would want my kid to be skilled enough and really, honestly, and truly deserve that position.
I agree.
You know, I wouldn't want the nepotism to be like, oh yeah, I wanted my kid in the league with me in the WNBA, even if my kid sucks. Like, that's not good history to me. Just to say that we did it, like, I don't think I would want that, because that would kind of hang over my head, and it might hang over their head if, one, they never reached the full potential to be, you know, the greatest, or not even the greatest, just the full potential of being a good basketball player in the league. And that it just wouldn't. I just don't
like Michael Jordan kids. You look at Michael Jordan kids; they wasn't that good.
Yeah.
They didn't get to the NBA.
They didn't.
They tried, but they didn't.
Exactly, they did it, and that's fine.
That's cool. But I'm just saying.
833-212-1017. If you want to chime in on the Laker game last night, we're gonna go to a couple callers real quick. We only got about a couple minutes, so let's hit the caller real quick. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer? Did you watch that Laker game last night?
Yes, I did. What I'll say about Bronny and LeBron, first of all, Jason, you hit the nail right on the head.
Yes, sir.
The fact that this young man is a high school and was a high school All-American speaks to the great parenting that LeBron has provided for him and the guidance that LeBron has provided for him. And what I want to say to you about the NBA, 95% of the players, of the 5,000 people who set foot on the NBA court, will never be all-stars or superstars. Exactly. But if you think about it, if you're an high school All-American, you are one of the 15 best out of hundreds of thousands of basketball players. Jason can also probably speak to, and when you see Tony Smith ask him this, there are a whole lot of, and I mean probably hundreds of thousands of players who are just as good as the 10 of the players that are on the NBA court or better, just walking the streets, who for whatever reason did not do some of the other things that it takes to be an NBA player, which LeBron made sure his son did. And when you see Tony Smith, ask him, yes, Tony Smith was an NBA player because of the human being he was, as well because I'm sure he will tell you there were a whole lot of guys who played high school basketball when he did and when prior to in Milwaukee, who were far better basketball players, but he was a professional. And so that's the part that's missing. Bronny has that walking in. And if you get a chance to see this young man play defense and his basketball IQ, that if LeBron is not your father, you will not have, I think, Kerry, that will help you to become a fan, because it goes with LeBron, it goes far beyond basketball.
Shout out to the caller, because the caller know what he's talking about. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen,
the caller know what he's talking about.
Go ahead, the caller. I don't have no comments on that.
Shout out the caller.
I don't have no comments on that. But real quick, we're gonna go to Brian. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer, Brian?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We just said.
As a former athlete, I know the difference between a pro and a college player. And the difference between average ball players and NBA players, it's stamina, and it's stamina and timing. That's basically it, stamina and timing. Because just like the caller was just saying, there are a lot of players out here that can play in the NBA all day, every day, but they don't have the lungs. They don't have the lung capacity. And timing, they don't have the connection. Getting in the NBA is all about timing and connections. That's it. Mm-hmm. Timing and connection.
Yeah.
Because you can get your average ball player, you can get your average marathon runner who knows the average skills of basketball, and he can be productive in the NBA.
That's very true.
Right.
That's very true.
Well, thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate your comments. And I'm hoping that they thrive. I hope that they continue to thrive. And just like Henny Cole said in the YouTube chat, listen, when Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. did it in baseball, they were both cold, and Jr. was actually better than the Pops. And you should want that. You should want your kids to be better than you. So I'm excited to see how far Bronny, is going to go in the league and what he's going to do and the impact that he's going to have. And I'm happy for them that they were able to make history. And I'm going to just leave it at that. We're going to watch it. And I have my opinions on nepotism, and that could be a whole other show, a whole other day.
I love it.
That could be a whole other show for a whole other day. But listen, you gotta love your kids.
We need more of it.
Right? You could tell that LeBron loves his kids. And I'm excited to watch the show on Netflix with them, the Starting Five, I believe it is, and see more of their family and stuff like that. But he loves his kids. And speaking of kids, you guys, we're about to switch gears a little bit, because I saw a post on Facebook, and I want to get Truth Nation's opinion. I want to get your opinion too, Jason. I saw a post on Facebook, and it had to do with, we know that Elon Musk, right? He has come out with these robots, that could do a lot of things. They could clean for you, exactly. Optimus. They could clean for you. They could watch your kids for you. They could do a whole lot of stuff, right? But it's rumored that he is trying to make robots that can actually carry your children. So an artificial womb. I don't know how I feel about that, you guys. We're going to get into it on the other side, but I just want to know, would y'all be comfortable with robots being able to carry your children? Kind of like surrogacy? 833-212-1017. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into that and what I read and what I saw on the internet on the other side, you guys. So make sure you keep it locked. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
Juicy Jammers, it's your boy Ben Jammin.
And your girl Noni Juice.
Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th, and we want to encourage you to get registered to vote.
The great thing about Wisconsin is that you can register to vote on Election Day.
Yes, you heard my girl Noni Juice right. We have same-day voter registration on Election Day here in Wisconsin. So no excuses, Truth Nation, for not getting out to vote and making your voice be heard.
To find out more information about voting and what is on your ballot, visit myvote.wi.gov.
Vote on Tuesday, November 5th. Truth Nation. Milwaukee Black Talk.
One call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices. Listen, y'all, I don't ever want you to be in a car accident. I hope that never happens. But if you are injured in a car accident, it is a good thing to know that you have a locally owned law firm like Gruber Law Offices that will get results that truly speak for themselves. They make sure that they stand up for you. They take the burden off your shoulders, and they allow for you to focus on healing while they focus on the legal aspect. Again, you've seen the billboards with the Buck season starting tonight and them coming back home. You'll see the threes and Gruber throwing out T-shirts and different things like that. But more importantly, it's about your health. It's about you being protected. Don't go back and forth with the insurance companies. Get a law firm that will fight for you and get the results for you. And what I love about them, there's no fee, there's no cost to call, consult, or to retain them as a law firm. You never pay a fee until they win your case. Get Gruber Law Office today by calling 414-276-6666. That's 414-276-6666. It's one call, that's all. Gruber Law Offices. And remember, visit them at gruber-law.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Sherwin Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. This show has meant so much to me because it's an opportunity for me to express my thoughts and my feelings to my community, and for my community to express those same thoughts and feelings right back to me. Milwaukee means a lot to me. I was born here, raised here, educated here, and I am committed to making this a better city. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee, Black Talk.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
So, you hear about this Project 2025?
Yeah, man. And if the part I read is like the other 900 pages, we're in real trouble.
What's it say?
They want to make it harder to vote, cut Social Security and Medicare, and even go after small businesses.
They're coming after my business.
Afraid so.
Plan is to take money from businesses like yours to give rich folks more tax breaks.
No. So y'all gonna use your power and vote.
Of course.
And vote like our lives depend on it.
Paid for by NAACP.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream, and sometimes growing that dream, it takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit associatedbank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And also, you guys, life is better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance, get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, assigned its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. And after these robot families, they gonna need some life insurance. Wouldn't you say so? They gonna need some AmFam insurance to help these babies because they could potentially be grown inside of a robot. It's actually kind of crazy to think about. But welcome back, Jammin' with Juice, folks. All my Juicy Jammers out there, all my Truth Nation people. We got Double J, J Money J Problems in the building, holding it down for Ben Jammin', who is on assignment right now.
Shout out Ben Jammin'.
And shout out Ben Jammin' for sure. It's amazing. But I ran across something on my Facebooks, and it was about Elon Musk potentially creating robots that can have artificial wombs and carry your children as a surrogate. It's actually one of the craziest things in the world that I have seen or have even thought of. But I want to know, Truth Nation, how would you guys feel about that? Do you think that it would be a good idea? Are there a lot of pros to having robots carrying your children? Are there some cons? 833-212-1017. I want to actually read what I saw here. So this is all rumored, by the way, you guys. These are just reports that are claiming this. So I don't know if this is actually a thing or not. But this is what I want to tell you guys that I saw, because I had to do my Googles. I had to look it up. So recent reports claim that Elon Musk is working on a revolutionary robot that can care for a baby throughout pregnancy. This technology promises to be a breakthrough in reproductive technology and significantly change the approach to pregnancy and childbirth, reducing the risk of complications and deaths among mothers. So what is a pregnancy robot, right? The essence of the development, according to rumors, is to create a device that will perform all functions related to the development of a child over the course of 9 months, from fertilization to birth. The robot should provide an artificial environment for the fetus, simulating the conditions of the uterus where the baby will grow and develop. As it progresses, the robot will track all biological parameters, thereby minimizing the risk associated with the traditional process of bearing a child. So, I think we had someone in the YouTube chat, Markina, who said, wait, are you talking about carry as in holding the baby in its arms or like pregnant? Either way, nope. And that answers your question. Talk about pregnant, a pregnant robot. Okay, right now, if you are tapped into the YouTube on 1017 The Truth, we have a picture up right now of, just like a mock-up of what the robot could potentially look like, growing the fetuses of your baby inside of it as a robot. So, Elon Musk is out here. He got the Optimus robots that cost around like $20,000, $30,000 that can do little tasks for you, like clean up your house, do your laundry. They say it could babysit your kids. I don't know if I trust a robot to babysit my kids, but these robots that he's rumored to try to make can now potentially will be able to house your baby.
So we go, because like I just saw that was in a glass that you can see through. So we go see the progression of the baby.
That's a good point. That is a good point, Jason.
I want to see that.
In the picture, that, obviously is probably just some AI, because this is not anything that is created, but just potentials of what it could be. You can actually watch the fetus growing inside of the robot.
I love that. I want to see that.
You love that?
Yeah, I want to see that.
Jason, what is your problem?
Why would I've always wondered, like, bro, what you go from a cell to a human being in a womb? I've always wondered, like, I want to see the progression,
bro.
Like, the time lapse.
Yeah,
I want to see like a time.
You want to see what the baby looks like inside of the uterus, growing in the placenta.
Who wouldn't want to see that? Why don't you want to see that?
Bro, do you not see how them babies look in them ultrasounds?
Bro, you don't want to see how it actually looks?
I don't know if I want to see that thing. I feel like that would look crazy.
But I want to see it. I don't want to just see from the ultrasound just a gray picture, black and white picture of, you don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
They showing me ultrasounds. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Like, where is the head? Like, what is this? I want to actually see it.
It's gonna be the DNA test. You could be like, "Yep, they got my nose. I can see it. It got my eyes.
Precisely.
I can see it. They coming in." That's weird to me. No,
I want to see the baby growing. Like, what? I don't want this no ultrasound picture.
Oh my gosh, Truth Nation, Juicy Jammers, would you guys be comfortable having a robot carry your baby for 9 months?
Yeah.
Now there are some pros and some cons to this. I'm gonna read them. Because I had to chat GPT it. I'm not going to lie to you, because I was worried. I said, I don't know about this. Like, I feel like there would be more cons than pros, but 833-212-1017, would you guys feel comfortable is the world ready for this? Like the robots that can act as a surrogate for your child, carrying your child inside of it, growing it for you, you know? Let me go through some pros. So ChatGPT, which if y'all don't use ChatGPT, y'all need to use ChatGPT.
Get on ChatGPT.
So the pros. It says there are a lot of health benefits.
Yeah.
So the robots could eliminate risks associated with pregnancy, such as gestational diabetes, preeclampsia, and maternal mortality. This would make childbirth safer for women, especially those with health issues. There could be increased accessibility. So artificial wombs could provide an alternative for individuals unable to carry a child, such as women with fertility problems, same-sex male couples, or single men seeking parenthood. Or maybe, not, I would say single women. I mean, it could be women who just don't want to be pregnant. The third pro, I should say, that ChatGPT came up with, they said control over development. So robots might provide precise control over the environment in which the fetus develops, reducing complications or genetic abnormalities through constant monitoring. The fourth one is that gender equality. So it could lessen the societal and economic burdens placed on women, as pregnancy wouldn't affect their careers or health, leveling the playing field between genders. So now women don't have to take off, have maternity leave. You see Jess on the Breakfast Club. She been gone for a while now.
She been gone.
People are liking this new Lauren girl.
See,
okay,
they like it. You feel what I'm saying?
Because she taking maternity leave, and
have
obviously I'm just being funny here, but the women wouldn't have to take maternity leave if they're having a robot grow their child.
Exactly.
And then the fifth pro, it said ethical alternatives to traditional surrogacy. So it might reduce the exploitation seen in some surrogacy markets where economically disadvantaged women are sometimes pressured into becoming surrogates. Yikes. Those are some of the pros. I got to get into the cons.
Yeah, what's the cons?
We're going to get into the cons on the other side, but right now we're going to take Wes real quick. Wes, what is poppin', Juicy Jammer?
How's it going? I love listening to you guys every day. But I just wanted to say I'm thrilled to hear that it's even a possibility to have babies, from robots.
What?
I know a lot of women that can't. Well, I'm just saying, I know a lot of women that can't have kids, and, it'd bring them to tears to even know that there's another possibility, through all the different, turmoil that they got to go through. Not only that, the homosexual crowd out there. I got homosexual family members, and, it's terrible to know that, they can't have kids, but if there's a way that they can, all the more better. I'm all for science and all for future things, making people happy, and just one more option to bring more good people into this earth. I'm all for it. Thumbs up.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Wes. Appreciate you listening in. Okay, Juicy Jammer. Got to call in some more sometimes. Wes made a couple good points.
He made some good points.
He made some points about, all right, like the ChatGPT said about LGBTQ plus communities. They might want to have some kids. They can grow them in the robot, or women who can't have pregnancies. But, I mean, what about regular women who actually are surrogates, who get paid to do it, like real humans? I don't think, me personally, I would want a robot carrying my child. I would feel way more comfortable if I was unable to get pregnant, Lord forbid. If I was unable to get pregnant and I needed other options, I would prefer a human option. I would not want a robot taking that role on at all.
I understand.
Do you know how crazy it is? We got to get into the cons. So on the other side, we're going to get into the cons that ChatGPT said could come from having, I guess, what would you call it? They actually have a word for it. I'm trying to think of the word. Artificial wombs. Artificial wombs. Robot baby. Half human, half robot. That was actually a show on Nickelodeon. We're going to get into the cons, you guys, on the other side of these artificial wombs in these robots. But let us know, 833-212-1017. Would y'all feel comfortable having a robot grow your child, grow your fetus for 9 months? 833-212-1017. Keep it locked, y'all. We got the cons on the other side.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
My name is Anton Moore. Around here, we have hardworking people that just need a break. Whether it's investing in small businesses or making housing affordable, Vice President Harris gets it.
Kamala Harris is making sure black men have the tools to build generational wealth. She'll put a policy in place that gives 1 million forgivable loans to help entrepreneurs, including black entrepreneurs, start their own businesses. She also plans to give $25,000 in down payment assistance for first-time homeowners and crack down on racial bias in home appraisals. Harris's plan will help black men own more assets so we can build long-term wealth.
This is what an investment in my community looks like. We're trying to build generational wealth. No get-rich-quick schemes, no scams, no one-time check, none of that. Vice President Harris got our back. I'll be there on November 5th. Will you be there?
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for President.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
There are individuals in our community who certainly need health services, a variety of health services. What if they do not have health insurance? How can you serve that population?
Our community health center allows patients to come to our clinic regardless of their ability to pay, and that's part of our federal funding. You can come to our clinic and be seen based on what we call a poverty level. So anyone 200% or below a poverty level can be seen in our clinic for anywhere from $20 to $40 for that visit. So in other words, if your visit is a $400 visit and you fall on our sliding scale where you pay $20 for your visit, you would not be responsible for the $400. You'd only be responsible for $20 for that visit. Also, our pharmacy prescriptions are very, very affordable as well. Where you would normally pay, let's say for an inhaler, $240 a month for an inhaler, at our facility that would cost you about $4 or $5.
It's very good to know you guys have a sliding scale that makes it very, very affordable.
At Milwaukee College Prep, they believe that every child deserves a chance to reach their full potential. Unfortunately, in Milwaukee, this is not always the case. Research shows the educational opportunity gap between white and black students is twice the national average. This is why Milwaukee College Prep is committed to eliminating this gap. In fact, MCP scholars tested advanced or proficient at a rate nearly 8 times higher than the other predominantly black public schools in Milwaukee. Provide your student with the best educational opportunity by visiting MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. College bound, character strong.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Garage doors giving you headaches? Best way I know how to deal with it is to call my friends at Geis. Family owned since 1955, Geis is the trusted authority on garage doors and openers in southeastern Wisconsin. Trust me, I use them too. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to match your exact needs. For fast, reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com or call 262-784-4250. GeisDoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Juice on the track. Do the smooth robot. Do the cool robot. Do the smooth robot. Do the cool robot. Do the smooth robot. Do the cool robot. Do the smooth robot. Do the cool robot.
Hey.
I ain't never heard this one.
I haven't either. Welcome back, y'all. It's Jammin' with Juice with your girl, Know Me Juice, always keeping it juicy. Benjamin, it's amazing, is on assignment. Exactly. Shout out, Benjamin. I miss my co-star. But we got J Money, J Problems, J Dub is what I call him in the building, holding it down for us right now. As we talk about the potential for robots in the future to have the technology to carry your children and not just holding them, not just babysitting them. This is a new version of babysit. Okay, they're gonna grow the fetus inside of them for you. All 9 months, like a whole surrogate. Would y'all be comfortable with that? We gave you guys the pros on the other side. I mean, before we went to commercial break, and we're about to do the cons right now. But first, I do want to head to the line. So if you guys want to, give us a little juice. How y'all feel about it? 833-212-1017. Before we get to the cons, let's go to Black Conscious. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hey, beautiful. How are you?
I'm Juicy. How are you?
And to your guests, well, I ain't juicy, but I'm living.
Love it.
Yeah, here's the con. We need to stop this. What next? You gonna take a robot into court and try to get child support from him? I mean, come on. Let's just stop.
It's not about that.
Stop. Whatever it's about, it shouldn't even be a topic of discussion because, we're watching too many sci-fi movies, watching too many cartoons or whatever, but that is not going to happen. There's so many complications that can go wrong with that. I mean, look at the complication women go through, human beings go through with some birth carrying a child. Right. Now you're going to put a computer to do it? Yep. Come on, where are we at right now?
I bet people said that before the computer was ever invented. I bet people said that before the robot was invented.
Well, they all did until they came. But in this case, to birth a child, to carry a child for 9 months, first of all, and then to birth a child, and, to the last caller talking about homosexual experience, just do like everybody else, all the celebrities do. Go to Africa and adopt a child.
Whoa.
But let's stop nonsense. Let's stop all this nonsense.
But Black conscious, they want the baby to actually have, like, their genetics.
They want their own baby.
Okay, like I said, go adopt you a child, and it's got all five toes, all 5 fingers, 2 eyes, and a mouth, and it can talk. But, because there's so many things that can go wrong with that.
There is.
And that is a serious thing. And then what was meant for God's blessing ain't meant for man to turn into and reproduce like that.
Say that. Yeah, I honestly agree with that, Black Conscious. Thank you so much for tapping in today. We appreciate your call.
I can say that about so much.
You could, but I agree. I agree with the God part. Like,
no, with
they
God
playing God, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't think they playing God.
I do, but let's see what Al thinks. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer Al?
Well, I'll be honest with you. Hell no. Number one, the nutrients is going to be unnatural. It also open the door to the black market to sell these kids and to sex trafficking.
I didn't think about that.
Then you gotta look at Elon Musk. He's on that Bill Gates patent stuff. And for the LGBT, just find a woman and flood that hole and don't pull out. And you will have a baby with all your genetics. But it was 2-headed quitter. Just don't pull out. That chocolate cupcake will be fulfilled with all that vanilla frosting, but put it on the inside and not the outside.
But do gay dudes even get like erections with women?
Of course, there's gay dudes out here that's running trains on women right now.
Whoa, I thought.
A lot of women. Yeah, they said the pound town.
Oh wow! I didn't know about that. I thought that the gay people just like the gay people. I didn't know that.
No, remember this. Whether it's gay or straight, it is just a hole. But when you ready to let loose, you just let it go on the inside and not the outside.
We appreciate you so much, Al. You are one of a kind. I promise you.
Shout out, Al.
I promise you, one of a kind. You really are. People are eating. Okay, it's lunchtime.
Okay.
But I gotta get into some cons, you guys. I gotta get into some cons.
Kyle hit it. Al hit us with a good con. The human sex trafficking. I ain't think.
Yeah, I didn't either. That it ain't even one on ChatGPT. Yeah. But a few of them real quick. So you got ethical concerns, of course. So the idea of artificial wombs raises ethical issues about designer babies and the commodification of human life. There could be concerns about how far science should go in controlling the development of a fetus. And for me personally, I think we should just let God do what God do, and use humans, the people who he put on this earth, for whatever it is that we need if we can't do it ourselves. If you can afford it, which also goes to the cost and accessibility. So the technology would likely be expensive, making it accessible only to the wealthy, further widening social and economic inequalities. The emotional disconnect. So traditional pregnancy often fosters a bond between mother and child. Robots carrying children might lead to concerns about the psychological and emotional aspects of parent-child bonding, which is very important to note.
Yeah.
The fourth one was potential for exploitation. So corporations or governments could commercialize the technology in problematic ways, raising fears of dystopian scenarios where human reproduction is controlled by artificial systems. And then the last one it gave me was unforeseen health risks. As with any new technology, there could be unforeseen medical or developmental issues for babies gestated in artificial wombs, given the complexity of human biology. So, of course, there are a lot of different cons that could come from that. And me personally, Truth Nation, I wouldn't want this at all. But I do see a future where it could be a thing. I mean, I had looked it up too. I was asking ChatGPT, I'm like, don't we already kind of have artificial things that help babies and help all these other things? And they said, of course. You know, they have, and this isn't the first thing either. They said they have already made progress towards this vision with experimenting artificial wombs for animals, and they have successfully grown lambs in biobags and different machines. And of course, when it comes to different machines and advanced technology that help babies who were born premature, and they put them in kind of like an incubator situation where they have to, you know, control their environment and their breathing and all of it.
We
right?
already got it.
The advancement of it, I think it definitely could potentially come in the future. I'm not going to lie to you. Am I for it? No. I don't think we need to be giving robots that type of responsibility. I'll just put it that way, for lack of better terms. But I mean, I know there are people out there who would do it, especially if they have the money for it.
And if it's gonna happen, just embrace it.
Oh, I don't know.
If we know it's gonna happen,
I don't know about
you
that
might as well just embrace it.
I don't know about that one, but I'm iffy about it. I'm not gonna lie. But if they need the money, a little money to potentially have what it is that they need for this to happen, Jason, what are we gonna do?
I got the answer for him.
You got the answer?
Truth Nation. Now is your chance to be our one call, that's all Gruber 5K giveaway entry for today. Yes, you can be
one call, that's all.
Yes, you can be entered to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number 4 right now at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered to win $5,000 with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that is caller number 4 at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Truth Nation, join us live for the Truth Summit on Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 3rd Street Market Hall. This exclusive in-person roundtable will examine the state of finances, education, and politics for Black Milwaukee. Dr. Ken Harris will be joined by expert guests for a lively debate and insights that you can't afford to miss. We've got it covered on the pulse of Black Milwaukee. Get your tickets to the Truth Summit by visiting 1017thetruth.com. This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Reproductive justice, it's a framework, it's a movement, it's a vision for reproductive freedom. It's a right to have a child. It's a right to not have children. And this next part is really as important as the other parts. It's the right to birth and parent our children with dignity, and the right to live and parent our children in safe and healthy environments. So reproductive justice understands the ability of any person to control their destiny is directly related to the conditions of their communities. It looks at the intersections of discrimination in social, political, and economic systems, and it sheds lights on the barriers that these systems produce. And then we, reproductive justice advocates, fight against the barriers that prevent Black people and other people of color from exercising their rights. That's reproductive justice.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Dear Dad, I don't say this enough, but you're my hero. I know you're not feeling this election, but please do me a favor. Vote. Our Black history, my access to health care, and our voting rights are under attack. Extreme politicians want to take away our voice and our vote. Our future, my future, is on the ballot right now. You have the power to make sure my voice is heard. Please, Dad, use your power. Vote like my life depends on it. Paid for by NAACP.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Truth Nation. What is up, you guys? I want you guys to tap into Jammin' with Juice live from Steinhoffels in Oak Creek this Friday. Myself, your girl, Noni Juice, and my co-star, Ben Jammin'. We're going to be broadcasting live from Steinhoffels in Oak Creek this Friday from noon until 1 p.m. And to celebrate, they will be giving away a $100 Bucks gift card live on air. All right, but you guys got to answer the trivia question in order to win it. So come jam on the couch with the truth live from Steinhoffels in Oak Creek this Friday, and don't miss your chance to win a $100 Bucks gift card live on air, courtesy of Steinhoffels and 1017 The Truth. As you guys know, the Bucks, they are having their season opener tonight. Friday is their home opener, and we are getting ready for the Bucks season with new furniture and new Bucks gear. So this weekend only, if you spend over $19.99 at Steinhoffels, you automatically will get that $100 Bucks gift card. But now I'm going to reveal the second clue for you guys to know for the trivia to win a $100 gift card when we are live on air from Steinhoffels in Oak Creek. All right, are they ready, Jason?
They better be ready.
All right, they better be ready for it. So we gave y'all the first clue yesterday. Now, this second clue is kind of a 2-for-1. So it might be a trick if I pick this one on Friday.
All right.
But the next clue is Steinhoffels started in Milwaukee in 1934. So that's two-part. It started in Milwaukee, and it started in 1934. All right, that is the second clue. Make sure y'all are tapped in tomorrow for the last clue that I'm going to give you guys so you can win the trivia when we randomly, get you on air to try to win that $100 Bucks gift card. And I mean, listen, who doesn't want to win $100 to Pfizer Forum with the Bucks? You could buy that gear.
Come on.
Gear's expensive, but it's cute. It is the cutest gear ever. And I know y'all like going to Chick-fil-A at Pfizer Forum.
That's the first place I go.
Exactly.
I don't go nowhere else.
And y'all could spend it on some food, okay? There are so many things you could do for $100. Take the whole family and enjoy yourselves. So make sure y'all are tapped in when we give that away on Friday at Steinhoffels when we're live in Oak Creek. But we got about a minute left. How you feeling, Jason? Like, do you over here saying that you would appreciate
without question
an artificial womb?
I would embrace it. Of course, it's gonna be concerned, just like whatever thing is concerned.
Like, what if it comes out? Like, something could happen. It's definitely a risk. I'll say that. It's a risk that some people would take.
But eventually, we'll get to a point where the risks are limited. And you got to think, my girl ain't about to have to go through that pain, of giving childbirth.
But that's part of life.
Pain. If she don't want to go through that pain, my baby ain't got to go.
Well, you better be rich.
Oh yeah, I ain't doing this unless I'm rich.
You better be rich.
Because I'm gonna have that 30,000 robot too.
Oh, you gonna have all the? So you just gonna have a whole house full of robots?
Hey, listen, I'm embracing the future. I'm futuristic.
I don't know. I can get a little bit nervous about it because we were talking about it a little bit earlier. Like, what if the robots, with the advancement of technology, what if they start getting emotions? What if they start having feelings?
We're going to have to figure it out. People was thinking about the Teslas, self-driving cars. Oh, my God. Now everybody got Tesla.
Now the robot going to be attached to the baby that's growing in them. Now it's going to kill you when you want your baby back.
Oh, my goodness. No, see, now
I'm just saying, these are the possibilities.
It's possibilities for anything. Listen. We are going to figure all that out. Embrace the future.
I don't know. That's what they say now, y'all. But we going to see. We going to see. It's all just a rumor anyway. But, yeah.
I can see it.
Thank y'all so much for tapping in and jamming with Juice today. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. Always keeping it juicy. Missing you, Ben Jammin', my co-star. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. But shout out to J-Dub. Day Monday, Day Problems for filling in. That's DJ Brother D on the ones and twos. Now sit on that. The Tori Love Show's up next.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas